I was born in a war-torn country, drifted in the ocean for days, drank ocean water and almost died, and lived in one of the worst refugee camps in the world. I overcame many obstacles, including racism and discrimination, and grown up poor. I received a great education through Fitchburg High School and Brandeis University, became the first minority elected in the city of Fitchburg, and then became the first minority elected to the state senate for my district. I know what hard work is, and I know the American dream is alive and well.
Trần xin kính chào quý vị khán giả của đài SBTN. Quý vị, hôm nay là tháng 4, cũng là ngày 30 tháng 4 thì chúng ta đã biết 44 năm trước Sài Gòn đã rơi vào tay của chính quyền Cộng sản Việt Nam. 44 năm qua thì chúng ta, những người Việt tị nạn Cộng sản đã sinh sống rải rác trên toàn thế giới. Đặc biệt là tại Hoa Kỳ, sau 44 năm thì rất nhiều người Việt đã thành công. Họ thành công về kinh tế, chính trị, giáo dục. Nhưng đặc biệt tại tiểu bang Massachusetts thì Trường Giang nhận thấy có hai nhân vật rất là nổi bật, đó là Thượng nghị sĩ Trần và dân biểu Trong Nguyễn. Thì hôm nay chúng tôi đang có mặt tại tư gia của Thượng nghị sĩ Trần để tiếp chuyện cũng như là muốn chia sẻ thêm về ngày 30 tháng 4. Lời đầu tiên thì Trường Giang xin gửi lời chào với Thượng nghị sĩ Trần.
Hi Brian, how are you? I'm one of the many Vietnamese American who left our country to come over here, and we came over here after a tumultuous journey. My father served in the South Vietnamese Army for a very long time, about 25 years, and I was born the year when our country fell to communism. My father had to find a way to get his family and children out of the country. My father and my mother put their 6 children on a wooden boat. The family drifted in the ocean for days. We were able to survive that journey, and the boat drifted to Thailand, where we spent another 2 years after that in the refugee camp.
We talk about refugee and after 75 now. How much did you know about 1975, the fall of Saigon?
Well, from 1975 to 1980, the time that I was sponsored and migrated to the United States, I was only 4 years old, so I don't remember much.
But did your parent ever talk to you about it, and when you're growing up, and when you feel like why you have to live in a country that you have nobody, in a town that probably have a very few Vietnamese here?
Well, my father and mother, my parents rarely speak of their ordeal in Vietnam, because they went through so much that they were just grateful that they were able to bring their children to this country.
From the refugee to here to the state, and then you run for office in the city of Pittsburgh, 12 years as a city councilor, and now a state senator. Now, what motivated you, and who inspired you to run for office?
Well, actually, again, my parents inspired me to achieve whatever dream that I have, and that's the same thing with my siblings too. All of my siblings and I are very successful because my parents taught us that now we live in the greatest country in the world. We have the opportunity to achieve and go after our dreams. Growing up was not easy, and many of my countrymen can attest to that, because we came from a country with nothing. We came over here, didn't speak a word of English, and then we had to assimilate into a brand new culture. And we had to face racism, discrimination, and prejudice, and we had to work harder than most other people in order to achieve what we want to achieve. Growing up, I wanted to change the culture. I wanted to change people's perception of Vietnamese American. I wanted people to accept us, because for so many years, and even now, I see that Vietnamese American are viewed as invisible. And we shouldn't be that anymore, because we have a great number of Vietnamese American in this country, and not just in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and we should make our voice heard. And so, I decided to make a difference, and in order to change, I had to get involved in politics.
Make a difference, he does apparently. Now, since you get elected, what have you done to support the communities here in Massachusetts so far?
Well, it's important to make sure that the Vietnamese American community in Massachusetts is seen and heard. And one of the things that I want to do, along with my colleagues in the Senate and the House, is that to make sure that the people of Massachusetts know that we exist in Massachusetts. So we filed a bill. I filed a bill in the Senate, and my colleague Tram filed a bill in the House of Representatives to ask the state of Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, to recognize the South Vietnamese flag, which is the yellow flag with red stripe, to be the official Vietnamese flag for the South Vietnam. And we're hoping that this bill will pass the state legislature. And the good thing is that the bill is on its way. It's in the committee that I sit on, and I plan on making sure that I testify, and also making sure that all the Vietnamese American in our community throughout the Massachusetts to come and testify for this bill.
To the younger Vietnamese American generation who would like to go into politics or anything, and you are successful 2 terms already, the state Senate, what message would you like to share to the younger generation?
Well, I think it's very important for the younger generation, especially in the Vietnamese community, to get involved in politics. I hope that I have paved the path for them, but I just don't want that path to end. I would like to see that path to continue with them getting involved, because politics is life. Life is governed by politics, and if you don't get involved, people are not going to see you, people are going to not listen to you, and people are not going to respect you. I would encourage all the younger generation in the Vietnamese American community to get involved.
Thank you very much, Senator.
And I should also add that we should speak for ourselves and not let others speak for us, and that's why it's important for us to get involved. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.